Alright guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review of Jersey Devil Coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure. This is the new for 2021, supposed to be 2020 RMC single rail coaster. And we've got a lot to discuss in this because I've got some strong opinions that kind of go against what a lot of other people are saying. So let's dive right into it. So let's start with the first and biggest issue to go over, which is the pacing, which, everyone who says this thing has horrible pacing, I have no clue where they're getting that. This thing has amazing pacing. I mean, from drop to breaks, it's incredible. I mean, yeah, when you hit that mid-course, the second half's not quite as fast, but it's still really well paced. You do get airtime on those last few hills I found. So now let's take a good look at the layout and see what kind of airtime moments and hang time and stuff you'll get on it. So let's start with that first drop. If you're in the front, you'll experience a little something, but not too much. However, if you are in the back row, this drop is almost as good as El Toro's. It seriously is incredible. Probably a top 5 first drop for me if it's in the back row. So now you'll come into that, weird, dive loop kind of thing. Front row, you'll get some good airtime on the pop. I found, the first 4 rows got some airtime coming into that dive loop. And then, the last 4 rows get seriously whipped over the bottom of the dive loop going down. And the middle 4 rows, really nothing happens. And then you'll hit a good ejector hill. Front, you'll get pushed over. Back, you'll get pulled over. You know the deal. And then you'll hit a good stall. This is second favorite stall. I like Twisted Colossus's Top Gun stall better. But second favorite stall, really good hang time. One of my favorite parts of the ride, probably behind the first drop in the back. Again, incredible hang time. You are sitting there for a while. It is sustained. It's powerful. I love it. This stall is incredible. So then you'll come into, this, kind of flat turn. It's really weird. You're going to get a good pop going into it if you're in the front row, and a good pop of airtime going down the hill in the back row. But, it's almost flat, but not really. Some good laterals, I guess. I don't know. It's a fun way of turning around without doing, another Immelman or dive loop. So I can appreciate that. And then you'll go into a 0G roll. Most people say this element's pretty useless, but I really enjoyed it. Pretty snappy, pretty fast, pretty forceful. I like this element a lot. So then you're going to come into the mid-course. You will get a little airtime in the front coming into it, and coming out of it, you'll get airtime in the back. This mid-course did slow us down a good bit when we were there. But then you'll hit the turn, turn into the return trip, and that really, you're just feeling speed on that. Nothing really insane. But then you'll hit what people consider the airtimeless finale, which, I don't know, it gave some good airtime, I will say. Not quite as strong as that first ejector hill or the first drop. Those 2 moments are extremely good. But these are still really fun moments, I'll take these over, average airtime hills on, I don't know, some old coasters and other, airtime moments in the park. So, these hills, I definitely like these hills. These are fun airtime hills that give not the strongest airtime, but good airtime, I will say. And then you hit the brakes, and this is the weirdest moment of laterals ever. But when you come off the first brake run, and you come into the second brake run, which is also the transfer track for more trains, that is some crazy laterals. I don't even get it. How does the transitioning between blocks have crazy laterals? I don't know, that almost had better laterals than the actual, weird turnaround that's above it. But, anyways, let's talk about these trains for a minute. I'm I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not like, I don't hate them or anything. Like, they're not Vipers, hard plastic things. They're not Goliath at New England's trains. But they're also not B&M clamshells. They're not Buzz bars. They're somewhere in the middle for me. So, I definitely think these restraints, they have some comfort issues, like with the straps, like kind of a little bit of neck thing, but not really. They're soft, so I don't really care. Like, if you're getting soft neck banging, like, what's the difference? So, I don't know. I like these restraints. Obviously, it's better without the neck, like, straps, the comfort collars, whatever you want to call them. It's obviously better without them, but, like, I'll sacrifice having those things there because there's probably much worse options, I'm betting. And also, I gotta mention quick, like, the straddle, like, position you're in, like, you can't just, like, be seated with your legs like you would in a normal car. Like, you have to, like, almost ride this thing like a bicycle, kind of, almost. I don't know. It's weird to describe, but it could be, like, annoying if, like, you're not used to having your legs spread out far apart. So just be aware of that. Now let's talk about some capacity things, because this thing actually flies through its cycles. I mean, no one thought this thing would have good capacity, which honestly kind of doesn't, because it kind of shuts down a lot. But other than that, this thing flies through like its dispatches. And obviously, you gotta point to the moving loading station for that. They don't stop the train, so they assign you row 12, go, and you're off. You're getting on that seat, and you're sitting down while the train's moving. It's very slow, so you have time to catch the train. But then make sure you actually don't pull down your restraints once you get seated. The ride ops will tell you when to pull down your restraints, so don't make that mistake. I saw a lot of people do that, so that's kind of sad. Theming, they have like, they stole like the or took the El Diablo statue and put it over here, because, I mean, why not? It looks good. And then there's no other real theming in the queue other than like some posters like talking about the Jersey Devil that I didn't stop to read. And then also the car itself is like themed to the Jersey Devil. I think that's a really cool car, or a train. Um, for the Fast Pass line, because I know a problem with like El Toro and King Cause, like they don't really get you too far into the actual queue line. King Cause the biggest problem with this, like, you get basically nowhere with Fast Pass on King Ka, but you get like halfway through the station on this thing. Fast Pass is well worth it for this ride. It's really useful if it has a big wait, which, again, unless it's stupidly slammed, like, it probably won't be more than a half-hour wait, because they are really good about sending trains on this thing, especially if it's running 4 trains, which it can run 4 trains. So that's really good for capacity. Again, overall, I love Jersey Devil Coaster. A great addition to Six Flags Great Adventure. My second favorite in the park. Currently number 5/6 overall. I don't know. I'm currently going back and forth between this and X2 for number 5 and 6. So, I don't know. I guess you'll have to wait till the end of the year to see my official rankings on which one is higher. But yeah, that'll conclude my Jersey Devil Coaster review. Overall, just, I don't know, a 9.75 out of 10 of a coaster. That incredible. Like, again, I'm gonna nitpick a little and say that, yeah, that ending could be a tad stronger, but other than that, amazing coaster, great fit for Great Adventure. Make sure to subscribe. Let me know what you think of Jersey Devil Coaster down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.